Do you ever look at celebrities and think, what is the secret behind their success? American commentator and artist Joe Rogan is one such personality that believes in the power of manifestation and the law of attraction to be the main reason for his success. He believes that there are 5 techniques, 5 key factors that can help anybody to reveal to themselves the secrets of reality. These 5 techniques can be used by anyone to achieve their goals in life, as they are so simple, yet really effective. So let us see one by one, what are these 5 techniques? But let me first ask you, what do you think about the effect of our imagination on our reality? Our imagination, which was yet so powerful when we were children, and somehow over the process of time, we lost our connection to it. Joe Rogan believes that the physical world is an abstract image that is created by our imagination. It might be affected by an individual's imagination, or it might be a combination of the imagination of all the people living on the face of the earth. He believes that our reality that's affected by the imagination works similar to anything like a work of fiction. So to conclude his first idea, we can clearly infer what he is trying to tell us, that our imagination is the most powerful key tool that we can use to create our reality. This also leads us to our second point, that Joe Rogan believes that our imagination is so powerful that it has an impact on our neurological functioning. Joe Rogan hosts a number of podcasts. During one such podcast, he invited a neuroscientist who clearly supported this concept with scientific evidence. There were several studies that were made to look at the effect of our imagination on our neurological functioning. People were asked to sort of type their imagination on a keyboard, which helps them strengthen their visualization, because it is much more effective to write it out and visualize it at the same time, which increases the effectiveness of the imagination by up to 50%. It made an effect on the neuroplasticity of the neurons, creating new connections between the synapses as if the person was actually performing the activity in real life. Imagining it made the same synaptic effects as if the activity was actually being performed physically. This gives us our second idea and conclusion, that our imagination has a clear effect on our brain's neurological functioning. This study was actually published in the Journal of Neurophysiology, and it explained that a group of neuroscientists divided people into 3 categories for research purposes. The first category of people was taught how to play piano every day. They had to do it physically, while the second group was asked to play the piano only in their imagination. They were not allowed to use the piano physically. Whereas the third group of people was asked to only imagine every day that they were playing the piano. Now here's where it gets interesting. All 3 groups went under an MRI scan to see the effect of the conducted experiment. You will be surprised to know that the same region of the brain got activated in all 3 groups. The region of the brain that responded to making connections for the fingers to play the piano also responded in the same manner for the second and third group of people. There was no difference in brain activity between the first group of people who actually played the piano and that of the second and third groups. This actually proves that our brain does not know the difference between reality and imagination. The same effect that the reality will be creating on your brain can also be replicated by the use of pure imagination, which is amazing, which is something that makes our imagination so much more powerful than we could ever imagine. Snicker. So how can we apply these teachings from Joe Rogan into our daily lives? Well, Joe Rogan himself explains this as, every reality that we can ever imagine already exists somewhere in the universe. We cannot be certain of the fact if there are infinite universes parallel to ours, simultaneously or not. But what connects us on a spiritual level is the amazing power of our brain. Our mental capacity leads us to switch between the desired frequencies from those infinite possibilities. What that means is that we have a pool of frequencies of our desired reality around us amongst all the infinite possibilities, and we need to tap into the specific energy that gets us in synchronization with our specific reality. To further simplify best, we can understand it by the example of radio frequencies. All the other realities that exist are just another radio frequency that we can tune in with, which also includes our own reality that might be a radio station for other infinite realities. This leads us to the idea number 4. Believe yourself to be a part of the radio station that can tune in with any other desired frequency, be it radio 101 or radio 105. With the powerful tool of your imagination, you will have the ability to tune into your desired frequency. If you don't believe me, or you think that multiple realities can exist, then let me tell you that possibly our human mind cannot comprehend this. And even though archaic people who existed before us wouldn't have ever understood this, but because of the advancement in the field of quantum physics, because of the revolutionary developments we find in the field of science, today we are able to find evidence that on a subatomic level, a particle can exist as a stationary as well as a moving entity. A particle can exhibit dual nature at the same time. This is known as being in a superstate. It gives us the idea that it depends on the point of view of the viewer, which creates the illusion of something being stationary or moving. The atoms and particles that have the ability to create our reality are not 100% true to us. They can be changed. They can be changed by the power of our imagination. So when you will enable yourself to become the observer of reality, and you begin to believe that you hold the power where you want to tune into, then your manifestations will be much more effective than ever. A dream life or a miserable life, dream job or crappy job, the best life partner or the most traumatizing life partner, all of these things exist simultaneously around in the infinite pool of realities. The way you will use your imagination will lead you to tap into the future energy of yourself that already has.
Tình yêu đâu cứ phải muốn là quên được ngay, còn thương em nên anh đau lòng lắm đây. Dù ra sao anh cũng chẳng thể đổi thay. Một cuộc sống không em anh phải làm sao đây? Tự thương lấy mình thôi, đến đâu nhiều rồi. Tự mình vỗ về thôi khi mãi cạnh bên. Tập yêu bản thân thôi để không phải buồn, rồi người thương hóa người dưng, cứ sao lệ mi tuôn. Từ thương lấy mình thôi chẳng ai thay đổi, tự mình cố vượt qua nỗi đau sẽ bối xóa. Tập yêu bản thân thôi chớ nên yêu vội, tình yêu đâu phải trò chơi để cho ta lạc lối.
As whatever you want. Now, to make it more powerful and sum up all the 4 points, we reach our 5th and final point by Joe Rogan. That you really made an impact on your reality if start believing that your life is just like a movie. Everything that is happening around you is the physical screenplay of the script written by you. Whatever thoughts and ideas you have are getting reflected in the physical form. So when you know that you have this powerful imagination, you have this beautiful mind that has the ability to create your reality. Every subatomic particle is affected by your powerful imagination. So finally, what Joe Rogan explains is that in order to change your life, the biggest technique that you can ever use is believing that your life is like a movie. And if you are living in this movie, then you have to believe that you are the main character of it. So in your imagination, channelize that main character energy. If you are the main character of your movie, you are the hero of your life. You have the ability to create your reality. The screenplay will automatically fall into place according to your imagination as soon as you realize that you hold the power over your reality. You are the hero and you are the scriptwriter as well. The more you will let go of all the resistance to this belief, the easier your journey will become. Your life will become the smoothest sail as soon as you will hold the control over this boat. The more you will practice this control, you will begin to see its effect. It will be like a cause and effect reaction on your reality. You will become the cause to make the change into the physical